Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon. It is Pip Todman here, queenpipcards.com, and this is my Moody Monday pick me up video for those of you who are back at work, back at school, having to cope with all of the stuff that's going on, and you get to Monday lunchtime and you feel, ugh. So here I am to cheer you up and give you a bit of Moody Monday craftiness at lunchtime. So, how are we all? If you've never been here before, if this is new to you and you've not watched me online before, so as I said, my name is Pip Todman. Let me just give you a bit of a quick introduction to who I am and what I do. I am a crafty coach, so I help you get more from your card making and explore new products, new ideas, new techniques, etc. I help people who have never crafted before start to make cards and enjoy their new hobby. And I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, which means you can buy all of the loveliness that you see me promote and work with in my demonstrations, because I believe that if I truly want to promote something and sell something, I have to use it myself and show you how good it is, and I have to believe in it. And I do believe in all of Stampin' Up's products. They are fabulous. So today we're going to be looking at using Words of Cheer, and the die set that goes with it. Oh, and I've got a fly back in here again. Sorry, that's not as professional as normal, but I've had two flies in here all morning trying to get rid of them. I thought I'd got rid of it, but no, it's back. And we'll also be looking at the fabulous Be Dazzling papers as well. So I do this every Monday and I share something free. You can come along, just watch, play, have a look, see what you think. There's no obligation to purchase anything from me. I just share because I love card making and I love making inspirational things for you so that you can enjoy your card making. I answer questions, all that kind of jazz. I also have a Crafty Corner group, which is it's kind of it's just a little bit more private, so it's not public, it's a private group, but everyone's able to join in and you can come and join us in there, and we share stuff, share each other's creations. We ask questions again in there, and also just chat about general crafty stuff, organizational tips and hints, and this card doesn't look quite right, I'm not sure what to do with it, can anyone help me? We do all that kind of stuff. So that's in my Crafty Corner, and there's a link to that in the description of this video. I also have my classes that I run online, and I'm super excited because we're coming to the part of the year that I love the most, which is our Christmas retreat. So excited. And that's happening at the end of October, and bookings will close for that at the end of next weekend. Can you believe that? No, weekend after, I think. 19th, yeah. So it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I always love my Christmas retreat, and I love the projects that I've designed, and it's just gorgeous. And we spend 2 days on Zoom, and oh, it's just lots of lovely fun. So if you've been to one of my craft retreats and you've enjoyed it, please do post in here and let everybody know what you enjoyed and why you come back, because so many of you are return customers. So so that's my crafty retreat that's coming up. And if you'd like to know more information about me and find me in all the different places, then you can just jump on and have a look at this place. So down here, queenpipcards.com/more-info. Go to there and it has all the links. You can subscribe to my email mailing list and get free tutorials and all that kind of stuff. And you can find out more about me and all the special offers that I have going on and all that kind of stuff. But you can also follow me on Insta and have a look at me on YouTube, etc. So obviously I'm here live streaming both to Facebook and to YouTube, and that's what I do every week. So there we go. Yeah, I think that's it about me, except that I am also, as I say, a Stampin' Up demonstrator, which not only means I can sell the fabulous products, it also means that I have an amazing team called the Royal Stampers. And if you want to know more about that, you can come and chat with me about that too, because it just signing up and joining and getting the starter kit is just the start of an amazing adventure. Whether you're in it for the hobby, whether you want it for the community, whether you want it for the discount, whether you want it to build a business, all of those things, joining is the best thing that I ever did. And I have a lot of team who would tell you the same. In fact, most of them would tell you the same. That's because they're still here year after year, they're still here. So yeah, that's a bit about me. I haven't done that for a while, haven't done that for a bit, shared, you know, a little bit of stuff. Normally I just kind of jump straight in, so I thought I'd do that this time. So let's come and see who has joined. So Jane is on, Lisa Jane's on, Julie's on, Amanda's on, and Leslie's on. Hello, nice to see you. Hi, it's nice to see everybody. Right, okay, I'm going to switch my desk lights on now. Oh, that makes me very bright. I look like a real sort of glowing person. So let's move over to my desk cam and then you don't have to look at me looking quite so bright. Okay, so as I said, these are the things that we're going to be playing with today. So the Words of Cheer is a fantastic stamp set that I think could be easily overlooked in the catalogue because it's not like a suite. Okay, so it's not put together as a whole, you know, when they do a whole double page, 3-page spread. Okay, it's not a suite. So it's kind of hidden away a little bit, and a lot of people sort of have just overlooked it. Oh, see, this is the suite we're doing for retreat. Now look at that. See, now that makes you like just go, ooh, retreat, yay, Christmas stuff, woohoo. But this one is just kind of held here, and it's next to a stamp set that carried over from last year. So people are kind of thinking maybe, no, I've seen that, and they're not paying attention to this page in the catalogue. But this is a new stamp set. Comes with a set of dies. The stamp set itself is only £16. I mean, that is amazing value, don't you think? Because you get all these words for Christmas, and you get holly and little leaves and flowers, and you get this beautiful central floral piece, which is great for colouring. And then, if you wanted to, you could upgrade for £44 and get the stamps and the die set. And the die set has this double layering going on. So I want to show you some more of the double layering. We've got a little bit of it showing here, but it's quite hard to see in the catalogue. And I think people miss what it can do. So we're going to start playing. Now, I haven't pulled out masses of stuff, but what I have pulled out is, do you remember a couple of weeks back? It's probably more like 3 or 4 weeks back now. I did a very quick video showing you how to cut cardstock, and it was showing you how to cut cardstock using the free Peaceful Prints papers, this stuff, right? And then I didn't really do anything else with it. Well, I brought that out so that we've got some bases. I've got some white card bases, just plain. Obviously, I've got all my coloured card bases here I can just jump onto. And I've got some bits and pieces that I want to play with here. But I've also got the Be Dazzling. Now, I've shown you the Be Dazzling before. I showed you this before, I think, didn't I? This card that's made with all the fantastic Be Dazzling papers at the background. This one uses Christmas Season, which is another bundle with all the like traditional Christmas holly, pine cones, fronds, all that kind of stuff, leaves and stuff. And I just made the background the real centre of showpiece of that one. So Be Dazzling is lovely, it fits anywhere. But you can also cut out with it. So I am going to run this through my die machine today. Now, it does come with a warning, and it does say that you need to be careful because it can blunt your dies. So maybe do 1 or 2 cards with it. Isn't going to cause you a problem, but maybe don't do like 110. So maybe don't make it your holiday Christmas catalogue, Christmas card, you know, design that you're going to make hundreds of. So we're going to use these, and then I absolutely love these, but I'm not going to use these with Dazzling because I think they're a little bit too diddy, but you'll see what they look like. You can do Happy or Cheer. I've done Cheer before, so I'm going to do Happy, and then we'll play with those and you can see how it works. Okay, so we're going to do some die cutting, but before that, you know me, I always like to do simple card. So we're going to do a simple card. I've got some ribbon, we've got our Dazzling, got our dies that we're going to use later. There's my little die thing. Ooh. Just need to get my little magnetic plate. There we go. If you want to know where I got this, I've got a little recommendation page up, which I must actually remember to get the link and put it on my link page. But yeah, it's Pip, recommended by Pip, or Queen Pip recommends. Queen Pip recommends. and I've got a link to them. You can't get the pink one anymore, you can only get the purple one, sadly. Things are going in and out of stock all over the shop at the moment. So I just want to make something simple to start off with. And the simplest thing you can do with this set is just stamp it and put it on something pretty. So I know that this is about 8.5 by 9.5, I think. Yeah, 8 by 9. Yeah. So if I do 8.5 by 9.5, that will give me a nice base. So cut from the back, just as an idea to help you. There we go. And then it won't do so much to your blades. I don't know why that works that way, but it does. So let me get my white cardstock out. Oh no, that's a base. What do I do with a base in there? That needs to go up there. Right, here we go. So we need one that's that's not quite close. Not too close. Oh, come on, Pip. Where's all your cardstock gone? I've got loads of bits. That's the problem. Here we go. So we'll do 9.5. No, 9. Right, 8. So I've just taken that down 0.5 centimetre. Okay. Who's with us today? Who else has joined us? Oh, Marilyn's here. Hi, Marilyn. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Carol. Yes, well, it's my leg. Yeah, my leg's feeling a lot better after my bite. Antibiotics works every time, so it's fingers crossed it's going to finish it off this time for good. And then falling down the stairs, my back's okay. It's not too bad. It's a little bit bruised coming out along the back. Honestly, what am I like? I've had a whole week. For those of you who don't know and maybe new to this, I've had an insect bite that's been going on for weeks, got infected really bad, hospital, everything. Came back, I thought it'd gone. No, it flared up again last week. And then I managed to fall down the stairs on Saturday morning, which was a bit of a shame. It was 6 a.m. Okay, I was half asleep. I was just trying to reach the bathroom. Thankfully, I did manage to reach the bathroom. But yeah, it just completely threw me. And I got myself in a right tizzy. Let's get me inks out. So anyway, but I managed. It coped. It's all right. We're back. We're fine. So crazy week. But the good news is that it was all okay, and I managed to remember to get on. We did our paper party on Saturday afternoon, and that was a lot of fun. Can't wait for the next one now, but that won't be until next year now. But yeah, it's all good stuff happening. So at least I was okay to get onto my paper party in the afternoon. We had 2 hours of Zooming and crafting. It was great fun. Okay, so that just fits on there. So Marilyn's asked a question. Marilyn always asks a question. It's always a good question. Is it sequins but without the holes? Yeah, kinda. They're a bit bigger than that. I don't know if you can see. I mean, a bit smaller than that. Can you see? It's more like snakeskin. But it's that kind of stuff. So it's actual whole glittery things that are then stuck down onto a piece. So it would be like trying to cut through sequins. Yes, that's probably the closest we can work that out. Okay, so I need to take you off, Marilyn, so that people can see. Okay, so I've cut my cardstock. This is my simple card of the day. It's going to be very simple. We've got beautiful. See, I think that's upside down. I really think that it has to go that way or that way. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. No, maybe it's okay that way. I think you can have it anyway. It's one of those things that just like it works in multiple directions. It's very odd. Right, I'm going to just brighten this side up a little bit because it feels like it's a little dark. Okay, so there's my lovely design. Okay, and I've just stamped it on in case you're wondering, this is just a Pierce map. It's just like a soft foam pad. Really helps with photopolymer, especially the big photopolymer, to get that moving, just to make sure that the ink really sinks nicely into your paper. Oh, I thought I'd lost my Wink of Stella then. Right, now we're just going to take a bit of Wink of Stella because we like that. And just shimmer up our leaves. It's going to be a very shimmery card. But it also helps to just draw some of that green ink. And I've used garden green here because the paper's a cherry cobbler and it really goes well together. So just draw that ink across the leaves like so. Then probably wants a bit more, not even do shimmery bobbly bits. I'm thinking these are probably berries and we could do them in red, but we're going to go with white like they're mistletoe. Okay, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so that's that. And then to colour the actual flowers in, you can either pick up some ink or you can use your watercolour pencils. Now this set, the second set, assortment 2 as it's officially called, is has got cherry cobbler in it, so that's handy because we're using cherry cobbler. What have we got? Oh look, we've got loads of people more talking to us. Let's have a look. Joe, morning, bit late, work got in the way. See, that's why it's a moody Monday. Pick me up, Joe, because you're in a moody Monday and you need picking up. And then oh look, I like, see, Marilyn says it's like a New Year's Eve dress but in paper. Yes, Be Dazzling she's talking about. It is indeed. It's like a very fancy sparkly, like gorgeous dress but in paper, like an Oscars dress. Yes, or a glow mesh purse. Okay, I have no idea what one of those is, Julie, but I'll take you. I'll take it. I'll take your word for it. Joe says Wink is on her next order. Always good. It's just a good staple thing to put in. It just adds a tiny shimmer, and you see, you can see it there, little tiny bit of shimmer to your projects. It's lovely, very subtle. Or you can just put loads on, or you can put splatters. You can do all kinds of things. Sheila says, good morning. Is this the 6th? It is the 6th of September, but it's afternoon, so it's nearly 1 o'clock home, but it's ever so nice to see you here. So I hope that this is a good time for you. So I'm adding just a tiny smidge of cherry cobbler in my watercolour pencil. Okay. Very softly, don't scratch it, try to be quite gentle with it. It's not going to, this colouring is not going to be seen per se, because we're going to go over it using a blender pen. So just don't worry too much about how it looks. Just worry that you've got a bit of colour going down. Okay, and then we need a blender pen, which I bet I've stuck up here behind my camera. Hold on, I need to move you slightly. Sorry about the noise and the jogging. Let's bring you back down to earth. There we go. Right, so in here is my blender pen. So this is not a stamping blend. Okay, you'll have seen that it's not that I've talked about stamping blends before. Those are alcohol markers. They come in a pair of 2 and they are, as I say, alcohol ink rather than this, which is like a dye-based ink. This has got some form of like glycerin blend in it, and it just gives you the ability to move ink around. Now we have to be a little bit careful when we're doing it like this, because obviously it will move the green ink as well as the red ink, and we don't want green cherry cobbler poinsettias or whatever they are. So just be careful to not go too much into the green. But it just sort of smooths out your watercolouring pencils, so it makes it look a little bit more uniform, a little bit more watercolour-ish. And it's not difficult, so it's great for a new card maker to do. You can stamp, you can colour, then you can go over it with this and feel, oh, okay, that doesn't look too bad after all, you know. I can do this. This is possible. I'm not a novice. And it's all about using the right products at the right time for the right project, you know. Obviously you can use Stampin' Blends with this as well. That's what I used in my sample here. I just used a Stampin' Blends on the holly and the frondy bits, and then a little bit in the red bits, and I left the rest of it white. So you can do it all kinds of ways. It's upside down Pip, you know, so you can do it all different ways. But yeah, it's a lovely image. Now you can either leave that middle bit white or you can colour it in. I like leaving it white. I don't know why. I've no idea whether it matches an actual flower, but I like doing that. So I'm going to carry on with this now, and then we'll get these ones done. So Sheila, you're not feeling very well. That's not good. Let's hope you're feeling better soon and it's not anything nasty. So let's hope. And it says, and what stamp set is this? It is the Words of Cheer. Words of Cheer stamp set. It's actually a bundle. I'm doing a simple card with just a bit of colouring. Then we'll get the dies out and we'll play with a bit more bedazzled. Bedazzling. Bedazzled is a film, isn't it? Or is that just I can't remember. I always want to call it bedazzled, but it's bedazzling. Okay, so that's that one. We'll do this one. And a spot of colouring is always therapeutic of a Monday morning or afternoon, should I say, or an evening. Whenever you've got 15 minutes, you can just stamp a few bits out, colour it in front of the telly. You know, those things where you don't actually have to watch, you can just kind of listen. I often do that, especially when Sean's got the golf on, or the football, the American football. We've got American football starting this weekend. So from now until February, my Sunday nights will be filled with American football, which means I'll get loads done on a Sunday night. Oh dear. Because he'll be glued to the television from about 5 o'clock onwards. So I'll be able to get loads done. This weekend, of course, we've had the not the Ryder Cup, the Solheim Cup. Don't know what he's going to do in October. He'll have both. He'll have Ryder Cup and American football on all at the same time. It'll be a disaster. He won't know what to do with himself. As I say, it gives me a lot more time. In fact, I think that might be on the weekend of retreat. So that'll keep him busy. You might hear him shouting at the television from when we're online. That's the only thing. But still. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Sue's like, just so happens I have all of that Stampin' Up stuff, so someone's going to be busy this afternoon. I like that. Yeah, you're going to have fun this afternoon colouring in, huh? Yeah. Could I stamp that? Let's have a look. Could I stamp this with white ink on a darker card without colouring? You can. You need to heat set our ink to get it to dry nicely, or leave it on a radiator or something, or in an airing cupboard overnight. It's best if it's heat set, our white ink. And it comes uninked, so you'll have to ink it yourself. It's very sticky ink, but yes, absolutely. Or you could do white embossing powder on a black, you know, make it heat embossed on a black card, or craft looks nice, anything like that. That would work too. Yeah. So cool. Why have you sent for a new card, Sheila? I've missed something. Oh, you've lost your debit and your mobile phone. Oh no. I hope things get better this afternoon. That's dreadful. Thanks, Julie. So yeah, so very simple, very quick and easy. Just adds a bit of sparkle to the leaves and a bit of colour to the flowers. So now, using those pieces that I chopped up in my little short video the other week, we can just, let's put this away, because otherwise you know what I'm like, everything will go everywhere. We do a bit of tidying as we go. I can go back over there. Right, so now let's choose, I think we're going to do this one. I think this one's nice. This is really thick. Okay, now we could pop it on like this and do it as a layer, and that would definitely, you know, meet all of my OCD things, I would like that because it's nice and straight. Sometimes it's good to push yourself a little bit outside your comfort zone. So another alternative way of doing it is to shift it and then turn it slightly. Okay, you get to see a little bit more of that very pretty glimmery stuff, but it just adds a little bit of a different interest to your card. Okay, so just setting things a little off can give it a little bit of a different look. And then to finish it, we've got some cherry cobbler ribbon, which has got gold. It's like a gold shimmery thing in it. So actually, I don't know if I want it that angled. I might even just do it sort of straightish. I don't know, that looks a bit weird. I want to just add a little bit. I might just do my normal little loop. Let's do a little loop. Here we go. I like a loop because it doesn't get in the way of the design, but you can just add that little extra bit. So we'll just pop that under there like that, and then that's that. So we'll stick this together now, and I'll show you how it all comes together, and then we'll just do a little sentiment and we'll be good to go. So we spent the afternoon on Saturday card making, and then Sunday, I don't know what I did on Sunday. What did I do on Sunday? I did a lot of like getting ready for tutorials and stuff, and doing all that kind of stuff. So writing some tutorials and things like that, and a bit of reading, a bit of relaxation, watching the Solheim Cup on the telly. What did you all get up to over the weekend? Anything crafty? Okay, put that on there. Just putting it a little bit higher than maybe you'd think, twisting it like so. There we go. And then a little glue dot is your friend here. So this is one of the old packets that's still got the glue dots going the right way. Right, so we're just going to add the glue dot. I'm adding it slightly off so that it gives the loop a little bit more of a bounce. Then I will find where I want to position that. Just where that little frond is. So I'll put my finger there, turn it over, and then I know that's where I want the ribbon to sit. So we'll then put this on with seal. Oh, see, there we go. This does make it eventually, but if not, you can always use your silicone mat. I love my silicone mat now. I've found out that works. Okay, and then we'll pop that on there. I'm not lifting it because it's quite a big piece. You'd need you could use a foam pad. I mean, we could use an entire foam sheet. I don't know where my foam sheets are. Are they here? Ooh, we could use a foam sheet. That might work. Because with diamond, you don't want soggy middles. We know that, right? No soggy middles allowed in this place. So we want a piece that's big enough to sort of take over it all. Actually, probably about that, really. There we go. Keep it nice and firm. No soggy middles here. There we go. Okay. And then I like to sort of make sure that this bit is sort of a bit straighter. It can be a bit of an angle, but it works better if this looks a little bit more straight. A little straighter, not more straight. Pip, get your English right. There we go. So that is all that attached. And then we just pop on a little sentiment. But you could easily lay that flat if you don't have any foam pads or foam sheets. If you have dimensionals, you could use dimensionals. But if not, you could definitely just leave it flat. So what have we got? Oh, Marilyn, she had a lovely Sunday crafting with my Christmas in July tutorial. That's nice. That's lovely. Oh, and you did the one from Christmas last year as well. I think you printed off the Imperial instructions. I went back to have a look because you said that something was wrong, and it's the Imperial instructions that you printed. You need to go back onto the page. There's 2 downloads on that website page for the retreat last year. One of them's in metric and one of them's in imperial. You need the metric one. I had left centimeters on the imperial one, but you needed the metric printout. So I've amended that now. So our imperial friends in the US will be happy, but But you can use them, you just use the metric one, hon. Okay, hopefully that made sense. That'll probably make more sense to Marilyn than anybody else. Okay, so Sheila spent Saturday doing loads of washing. Okay, but that's because she'd been on holiday. That's fair enough. And then watching TV. Fair enough. And then, Sunday is Australia. It was Father's Day. Oh, that's nice. Make some cards and spend time with your dad. That's lovely. Oh, how nice. It's amazing to me that everyone celebrates their family days at different times of the year. But it's kind of nice because it means you can sort of almost always celebrate somebody somewhere. So that's great. Right, let's have a look. So here we've got Christmas. So we've got Happy Christmas from My Home to Yours, Sending Christmas Cheer, Happy Christmas. I like these two together. I'll show you how those work. I've got a little cut-off strip that we took off from the piece of white. So we've got Christmas like this and Happy like this. And for this, I need my cherry cobbler. Ooh, where's it gone? Oh, sorry, getting close to the screen. Well, yes, you were making blackberries on Sunday and Christmas. Did you make your crumble? Made me feel very, very like, Joe picked blackberries and she said she was going to make a crumble. And then she made some Christmas cards, which were lovely. But if you made a crumble, I'm very jealous. It's made me want Christmas blackberry and apple crumble now. Right, so Christmas is going to go in red, obviously. Put that down there. Don't worry too much about getting it straight if you're not brilliant at getting it straight, and I'll tell you for why. The rest of the card isn't particularly straight, so we're okay with different things getting at different angles. Okay, then we'll pop this just above. You could put it next to it if you wanted to as well. That would also work. But I like the idea of having it just above. And it's a bouncy script, so you don't have to be too careful about getting it absolutely bang on straight. Then take my trimmer. Trim off the ends. Not going to do anything more fancy than this with this one. Trim off the top. And then trim off the bottom. And the good news is that we can get nice and close either which way. And you get a good firm grip. Happy Christmas. Pop that on there. Right, so then Happy Christmas, we'll just, I'm going to put that flat, I think, because this is raised up quite a lot. So we'll put that flat. Where's my glue? There we go. Yes, Sheila, you must remind me to bring you catalogues for the weekend. I mean, I'll have some there anyway, but you've been packed up and put away, haven't you? That's the thing. And now you can't find anything. It's a dreadful state of affairs. And then I'll finish that off with a few of my, where are my Gilded Gems is what I'm after. Love these. They're great for like some real, ooh, or maybe we'll do these ones. These are nice. These are the new brush metallic. I think they go better with the those ones with those ones. I think so, because the gold is quite a dark gold, but this is quite nice. I just want to put one sort of here-ish. I need three though, don't I? That's the thing. Try different colours. Like so. There we go, just to add a little bit of interest. Brushed metallics. So there's our quick and easy. How long did that take me? 20 minutes, something like that. It's not bad, including talking about it. So you can see it's all shining. Lovely, pretty. So that's a nice quick and easy card that you can make if you're a beginner card maker. And I know I did a lot of stuff there, but actually it was really only stamping and a bit of colouring, and the rest was just cutting and sticking it together. Okay. Now, if you're a little bit more of an advanced crafter and you have a die cutting machine, like our lovely little Mini, My little money. Oh, and if you're coming next weekend, you will see the little money in person. I'm bringing it along so I can demo, just in case you haven't seen it. We're going to be playing with the dies. So if you're new to card making, you're like, what on earth is she going on about? What are dies? So dies are these metal pieces that you can cut up anything with, basically anything that's card, paper. You can use vellum or any of the stuff that we sell, and they turn into words or images, or they cut out stamped things. So this one says happy, and then you'd put in Christmas. So the whole point of these is to make these like the focal point of your card. So we'll use a bit of the bedazzling, whatever. Is that going to fit on? Is that going to be too small? If it's that's too small. I've got another piece here somewhere, pre-cut, I think. Here we go. This one's a little bit bigger. There we go. So we're going to put that through the machine, and then because this is detailed and thick, not detailed, thick is what I'm trying to say. I would run it through a couple of times. God, I put my teeth in this morning. I'm going to use a really old plate for my underplate, so please don't judge. Okay, don't judge on my old plate. But we're going to go backwards and forwards a couple of times, so I want to make sure it's going to stick on the same place. And just make sure it cuts. Now you can't go through this backwards because otherwise the wording won't work. Oh, can you hear that? I mean, it's definitely cutting. Oh, look, it sounds like it's cut all the way through. So that's cool. Okay. So don't worry about cracking or any of that kind of like noise. That's perfectly normal. It's perfectly normal. It's only actually left one little piece there. That's quite nice. There we go. And then when you take those out, actually, I'm not going to put that completely away because we're going to need to do a bit more in a minute. Oh, I'm running out of space here again. Again, always running out of space. Right, so when we pull that out, you can see that it has die cut through beautifully. There we go. There we go. Yep, it's gone through all of the layers. Look at that. That's fab, isn't it? Right, and then we're going to just poke out the last pieces that are in there. You could use your die brush if you wanted to as well. So there we go. I know Sheila says she hopes there's some sparkly left for her because she hasn't done her order because she's lost her catalogue, so she can't remember what she wanted. But this is on limited supply while stocks last, and it's only available till the end of the month, and it's available free. So you get this free when you spend £45, and you get 8 sheets of it, I think, 10 sheets of it, 8 sheets of 6x6 or 15 centimeters by 15 centimeters ish. So that's really good, isn't it? You get something for free. We like Celebration. Never done it in the summer before. And the die looks fine. It doesn't look like anything's got damaged or anything like that. So that looks cool. So that's the background. Now we're going to cut out the foreground. And actually, I'm going to do it in something that's going to show up. Have we got enough green? Might do it in garden green. Yeah, there we go. Now with this, when you're cutting out things like this, it's always handy to use a bit of an adhesive sheet. So you know, like the we did the big foam stuff. This is like foam, but it's double-sided sticky instead on a sheet. So you can use like bits of it. You don't have to use the whole thing. So one thing I have discovered though is if you actually rub it down along the edges before you actually stick it to anything, then lifting those edges becomes a lot easier. So then we're going to peel this off, she says. There we go. I can't remember which one's got the sticky on it. That one. So we'll peel that off, stick that down like so, and then we'll do the same with a little bit here. Don't need all of that now, do we? Chop that off. So again, rub it down, and then this time I managed to catch. So if you rub it, see, it doesn't stick to the bit that's coming off. It's like tear and tape. It needs to be stuck well, and then it comes off easier to the bits that's lifting off. It's weird, but it's true. Right, there we go. So we'll give that a good scrub before we die cut it. Then that way it should lift easily out of the die as well. There's a little tip for you. So many tips. I must write these down, really. I do. I write them down for my membership, and then we kind of have those as our tips of the week or tip for the product that we're talking about. This month we're talking about embossing folders in our membership. Okay, so let's do that. Put this in here. Right, we'll run that through here. Carol, hello, how are you? Hi from Connecticut. It's very nice to see you here. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying the tips. Yeah, just little things. They just make your life easier. I'm all about making things easy. That's me. Okay, so see how that's cut all the way through now? That's nice. So we'll put that over there again. And now we pull off the happy. And having that double-sided is really good for sticking it to the bedazzled paper, because the bedazzling paper, because it's glitter basically. So you do have to, or sequins, as Marilyn said before. So you have to make sure that you've got something that will stick quite well. Multi-purpose glue does work, but will slide. So just be aware of that. Because I mean, it slides anyway on cardstock, gives you that wiggle room, but on this stuff, it really slides. So I'm going to use our take your pick. Pop that through. This is a nice sort of fancy card. You don't really need much else on this card, because this is going to be the focal point of it anyway. So lift that out of the die. Oops, just got stuck there and there. There we go. That lifts off. Now I've got a little tiny bit of sticky left there, which I can use with my little hollies. See, I can put a little holly one there maybe. Or I'm just going to put another bit over here and do my hollies, because the hollies are lovely. So now we pick off all the extra bits and then lift the sticky. Ooh, there's a bit sticky there on there. Get rid of that. And if you go from this lip, it's easy to pull that off. I like sometimes leaving this hole in the middle of the, like leaving a little bit of a seam in the middle of the sticky, so it's easy to see where you're peeling from. Otherwise you're peeling from an edge and it can be a bit tricky. Okay. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. And if you're getting stuck to it, get your piece that you took off the back out of the bin. Okay, with the sticky side down, put the glossy side down and use that to hold it down. Ooh, so you're not doing that. Like so. Okay, because it won't stick, but it'll help you to hold it without it tearing. There we go. Just be careful of the lines in between, because you don't want to bend or tear those lines. There we go. Look like that. Careful. Come on. Oh, it's being antsy today. There we go. Right. So now that's all lifted off. Get rid of all that. Make sure you haven't got any extra bits on there. And then you're going to lay your happy on top of the happy that's on here. And it fits. You might have to wiggle it around, especially if you've stretched it a little bit, like I've managed to stretch mine a little bit there, I think. Just pop, come on, down there a little bit over there. That's it, there we go. That one needs a little bit to go over that way. That's working, that's looking good. There we go. Give it a squeeze. And then now you've got your happy with your sparkly behind. So we'll get back one of these other pieces. So here's my one of my other bases that I had. Let's get rid of that from that. Over there. Now I can put my happy across there. Actually, it doesn't show up very as well with those things at the back. So flip it over to the more plain side again, and now you can really see it show up. Yeah. Okay. So there's your happy, and now we just need the Christmas again, which we already happen to have, but this time I want to stamp it in garden green to match the happy rather than the cherry cobbler from behind. So I'll just clean that off, and then just, oh, that's dazzling. No, bit of white is what I wanted. Small piece of white. And then we can just put Happy Christmas. And see, it's almost, you just don't really need anything else at all if you don't want to. But I think I'll put a bit of ribbon on it, because you can't go wrong with a bit of ribbon. So we've either got our gold ribbon, which is nice, or we can use our cherry cobbler again. I think I'm going to go with cherry cobbler again, just because we've got more green coming in over here. And this time we'll just trim that to just sit next to that Happy Christmas, to the happy rather, because this is the Christmas. Okay, is that straight? No, not bad. I might do an angle on that end. Do a straight on this end. Nice and skinny. There we go. So now we have a Happy Christmas. Go that way for this one. So we've got Happy Christmas, and then, you know me, you know what it's going to be. It's going to be a bow, isn't it? Right? Got to have a bow. And the good thing is that this is double-sided, so it works beautifully as a nice big Christmas bow, like so. So chop that off like that. Chop that off like that. Even though it's, I mean, it is like, technically it's a more advanced card because you're using die cutting. You know, if you're a new card maker and you get a die cutting machine, this is not tricky to do. The actual layout and everything is not tricky to do. It's basically the same card as before, just with die cutting instead of stamping. So there we go. So the Happy, you could put this up on foam if you wanted to, but I'm going to put this flat. Hey, Paul has just joined us. Hello. Do not panic. You can catch up. I'll be doing a quick review in a minute. I'm glad you managed to have a bit of a break on a Monday, because I know what you're like with your work. You're always busy. So we'll have Happy sparkling away there with the lovely little sparkly bits. Christmas I'm going to put up on little foam dimensionals. Actually, can I fit normal dimensionals on there? Okay. Smashing. Makes it even easier. I know you're all going 3 dimensionals on a small piece, but remember what we say here, no soggy middles. When it goes through the post, we want it to be nice and crisp. So that's Happy Christmas, like that. And then again, a glue dot. And that has got to be, apart from the adhesive bit, which takes the longest probably, that's got to be one of the quickest Christmas cards I think I've ever done. So very simple, very quick and easy. Right, now I'm going to get rid of all this stuff. Make sure you don't throw away your dies though when you're clearing up your table, okay? Because I've got my dies all over my table here. And then we'll just have a quick recap. And then you can tell me what you think of this stamp set and die set. And I'll show you another one I've got as well. Somewhere I've got another one to do. So that's what we've done so far. And then, where did I put the, I've done another one. Right, that's the one I've done before. Okay, here we go. So I do like as well this one here. And I've picked up here, this is a, I want to say this is crushed curry. So it's very different. But look how that looks with the cheer going down it like this. So I'm going to do a bit of a background stamping on this because and see how that looks as well, because I think that would come out nicely. So I'm going to get the Sending You Christmas cheer. And then just using Versamark as a watermark rather than picking up my crushed curry ink, which might make it a little bit too dark. Versamark makes it lighter. This is an even quicker way of using these. Now the only thing I would say is the Happy comes out all in one go like that, okay, which is really easy. The cheer, they come out individually. So you do have to place them individually. So that's the only downside of that. But let's see. Let's do this. I like using Versamark because you can just get a really soft behind the scenes sort of look, if that's a thing. I don't know if that's a thing, but mine keeps making a noise. Sorry. Can you see that coming through? You might not be able to see, just about see that, which is the whole point of it. It's just like a real, it's a real watermark, you know, it's just it's called a watermark ink for a reason. But you can get some lovely effects with it. My biggest issue is I tend to start coming this way, so I go in a bit of a curve. So just make sure that you're straightening your arm again when you're stamping. There we go. But thankfully with this it doesn't really make that much difference. Okay. So hopefully, can you see that now? So it's just got Sending You Christmas cheer all over the back of it. And then I thought I would just attach this to the front. And then you've got, again, a nice, quick and easy Christmas card, which is just a bit different. And I could actually put that up on a piece of bedazzling stuff, actually. That might look nice. What do we think? If I put that on there, can we actually see it? Well, yeah, you can. That comes out nice. Oh yes, Paula. Yeah, it's a brilliant thing. Just have to let it dry a little bit longer than normal ink. That's all, so it doesn't smudge. But it's good to go pretty much after a couple of minutes. So that's what its originally designed. Its original design was for was a watermark kind of base ink pad thing. That's kind of how they sold it. So that's going to be 3.5 centimeters. So let's just whip that in there to there. Oh, maybe I can make that go down the whole. Oh, that might be nice. Panel down there. Look at that. Yeah, let's chop that to there. Might need to trim a little bit, but it'll be close. There we go. See, this paper is just fab. You can do so much with it. Which have I just thrown out the? No, I've just cut the wrong piece, haven't I? Yes. There we go. This is the one I wanted to cut. Never mind. We'll just stick it. We'll stick it. I'll stick it and see. It'll be fine. Every day is a school day, even when we're on school holidays, but we're not anymore. So it's back to school, back to learning. Yes. See, I like that. I like that everybody learns something. That's my whole reason why I do these things, is so that people can learn. Even if you never buy anything from me, I want you to have gained something from watching my video, because I just want everybody to, you know, enjoy card making like I do, and maybe try something new or have a play at something that you've not done before and just give it a try. Okay, so then here again, you could stick it up, but I'm going to go, I think flat would be good actually. And you only need it down the letters. You don't need to put it in all those little frondy bits. They'll kind of go with the flow, as it were. There we go. Right. Plus it gives you something to hang on to, which is always handy. And we've got Christmas cheer coming down here. So you can see sending you Christmas cheer, and then there is the cheer. Nice. So again, a very different Christmas card, but something for you to give a go to, have a try of. So they're the ones we've made today. These two would be for anyone who's got a die cutting machine. Let's get rid of all that stuff. I'll shift this all out of the way, you can see better, a little bit better. There we go. Got so many plastic bags around here which I keep all my bits in. Go away. Much better. So yeah, so those are the ones we've done today. And as I say, this is very simple with a die cutting machine. Very simple, just with stamping. Really easy to make. And then this is the one I made the other week. And again, this was easy, but does require a die cutting machine because I die cut out those pieces. Put that down there. Okay. See if you can see all that. And then this is the other one I made with the Be Dazzling papers, which is but using a different one. It says Be Dazzling is what they're called. So if you bought this set, this bundle, that's £44. You need to spend £1 more. So you could buy some ribbon, you could buy some cardstock, you could buy some ink, you could buy the little Ujimi Whatsits, or these are wonderful gems, or the little holly leaves. You could buy any of that, and you'd get the papers for free. That's a pretty cool deal, I think, don't you? What do you think? You like? Trying to make it a bit lighter over there. Hopefully you can see those all right. I need a light right in front of me. But hopefully you can see them. So let me know whether you like them or not. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of this dazzling paper. Good? Not good? I like it. I mean, it just adds Christmas, just screams Christmas at you, doesn't it, really? Could use it for something else if you wanted to. But I like it. Cool. So if you've enjoyed watching this video and you think I give good hints and tips and whatever, please tell your friends. Tell them they're more than welcome to come and say hi. I'm here every week. Even last week when it was a bank holiday, I was here. You couldn't get rid of me. And yeah, so they can come, they can chat with me. You can ask questions, as you've seen on the post today, and I always answer questions. I don't mind sharing stuff, and I would just love for more people to do more things with their card making. So if I can help with that, I will. And if you want to grab this, then you can. And don't forget, the paper's only available here until the end of the month. So if you're new and you've not heard from me before and you want to have a catalogue or chat to me about ordering, then drop me a message or comment and I will get in touch with you. You'll get a message from Queen Pip Cards. So you'll have to check in your messages because it will come through as other to make sure that you're okay. And if you're watching on YouTube, then comment and drop me an email at pip@queenpipcards.com. So that's pip@queenpipcards.com. Very simple. And if you want to just go on and just say, no, I know what I want to order it, then it's a new month. So we have a new host code and you shop here. Very simply, queenpipcards.com/store. And that's my Stampin' Up store. Okay. So if you want to jump on and do that, then you can do that. And all orders are very much welcome. So thanks ever so much for watching. I'm so glad that you're with us today. I hope you enjoyed that and I will see you again soon. Take care for now. Bye.